Today I'm going to work on my alternator. I have a problem with the input lead, or the power output lead, I'm sorry, that goes to the rest of my truck. And it's wobbling. So what I've decided to do is tear it apart and find out what's wrong with it instead of paying $350 for a new one. The problem was really kind of easy once I tore it apart. As you see here, I removed the 4 retaining bolts, 4 retaining screws that retain it, with a 3-inch ratchet, 3/8 inch ratchet. I found out that this center screw right here that sends the power to the rest of my truck so that it can charge up was loose. So I just tightened that up with a ratchet, which was a 7/16 ratchet. So I tightened that up. And then I have to realize, how am I going to put all this back together? So I took these 3 screws out. They go here, and had to come up with a way to hold these pickup brushes down so that they could not be in the way. So I melted a hole from here to here on both sides so that I can slide this cotter pin in and it will retain it, since there was not any way to retain it that I could see. Now the reason for this is so that the brushes would not get in the way when I put this armature, slide it back through there. It has to go in here where the needle bearings on the rear of the alternator are. So I also use a drill. It is a 1/8 drill for a pilot hole, and then a 3/16 drill to come after that. And I use this pin marker as a guide to slide in the hole that I made right here, so that this pin can go all the way through, and then I could pull it out, and that would release those pickup brushes there. So after I figured that out, I have to put it back together. Now putting it back together is pretty easy. Put this back in here. It's lined up with the holes now. Put these 2 screws in here. And then this one right here. And those are held together with a 9mm, a 1/4 inch screws, long screws. This one does not have a insulator on it, but the other 2 do. So I'll put these in here, line these up, lined up. And this other one, get it lined up. The other holes. Gotta make sure this bushing is alright. Line that one up. And then the other one comes right on play. Screw those in. Make sure that hole is straight shaft for the armature to come right on in there. That's good. Then I reach, get my, make sure the hole, I gotta push it down a little bit. Okay, that's in pretty good. Let me see, check. I can grab it. And that's the hole that I drilled right there on the back of the alternator, so that I can just pull the pin when it's time. When I put it all back together, I can just pull the pin. And I'll tighten these up real quick. Excuse me for a second. Yes, I did this just in case there's someone else going through the same thing. Tighten them up semi-tight, not that much. I don't know what the book says on how tight they should be. Alright. Snug them up pretty good. That's all I'm gonna do. And then this pin right here, I'm gonna clip it, check again. Okay, it's through. I'm gonna clip the pin. That's the scatter pin that I made right here. Clip that pin. Take that. Okay, it's cut so that the tip will be right there. And then everything is ready to go back together. Turn this upside down. Okay. Pick this alternator up. Slide it right on top. And it should be right on it. And just hit it. And it's right in. Put in, turn it around so that the bolts align. Should have did that first. Let me pry it again, pry it back open with the screwdrivers just a little. And spin it around. There. That looks like that to do it. Get the bolts, put them back in there. Could put some oil on it, some grease if you want to get it right. Put them on back in there, retaining. Tap it a little. I'll just show you the quick way. Get the thing, pull pin out. They kick right back in order, right onto the armature. Tighten these down real good. I'm only doing 2 so that we can show you what's going on here. 2 Where is... Tighten 2 of them down.